Well, it seems someone hit the jackpot. Stop it. Jackpot is a lucky son of a Targetmaster, taking on high-risk bets and opportunities to come out winning big. So far, he's on the hot streak. Jackpot, with his partner Sights, dated as far back as 1990 as an Action Master, a line of non-transforming main figures. With the new Jazz being introduced in Studio Series 86, the potential for repaints is there, and with his similarities and lack of a Generations figure, they picked him. This is part of an Amazon-exclusive subline of Kingdom Toys under the Golden Disc collection, with boxes that can line up to make a Golden Disc design. Both figures are repaints of other toys, so Sights is just a repaint of Taraxodon, the fourth of its kind. This is typically used as an axe and still keeps the blades, but you can use the other handle as a proper sniper weapon. Only thing you can't do is plug it to the other gun like the original. I guess it's good that the large and wide blast effect can adapt in different ways. Traditionally, the peg holes inside are for the blades, but the hole in the front can be used for the handle. You could also use it as a display stand. Ooh, ah. Pretty basic colors, no paintwork actually, but can't have enough 5mm port Targetmasters. Transforms pretty simply, and it makes for a pretty cool Dino Chicken robot. Though the Pteranodon head isn't really accurate to the original, but if they tried the bird head, they would have to make it either really thin or small. But yeah, it's a decent Battlemaster. Leans forward a bit, and the handle is more like a gunner. I guess you can still use the blast effect, but on the wing it's weird, so display version 2? It's a nice bonus reference that pairs well with the main thing. Because Jackpot's robot mode bears similarities to Jazz, though the chest seemed closer to a Ferrari, Jackpot transforms into a Porsche bouncing off the cartoon style Jazz is based on, but apparently someone thinks it's Halloween all the time. Anyone remember the Crossfire Bumblebee from Dark Moon? Not only for taking the majority black with yellow accents theme, but the transparent orange that gives him a fiery energy with black frame, like the boiler in Home Alone. The Porsche design is very nice. I think some elements complement it well. The front bumper, the smooth curvy body that DeviantArt will go nuts for, and the spoiler's a big show off. Yes, the feet stick out, especially with the orange paint, but it works for the Speedster. I will say the yellow's better in hand, but it feels a little broken up. The front wheel wells thin out so it feels disconnected. There's a difference in painted and molded yellow that is apparent, and the tabs just add more to the confusion. Besides that, I'm loving the orange headlights, and the red logo has a dark hue. Looks to have a purple hint to it, and I actually dig it. Honestly, I have two main issues. I don't normally mind mushroom pegs in the wheels, but when it's a bright color and different from the back, it's way too obnoxious. That, and similar to Jazz, the transformation is really frightening, with the concerning use of fragile clear plastic that originally had non-stop reports of cracks after some play. I will say I'm less concerned here though. I guess you could pop off a wheel, take the blast effect, and that works for display. You could plug any weapon on top, including the Battlemaster, and flip out the feet for possible boosters. This hornet-colored Porsche can't escape from being a Jazz repaint, but manages to take it and run with it in its own style, and I dig it, even if it has quirks with its execution. Robot mode. The Jazz mold, the sculpt seems pretty clean, but never plain or boring with the animation style silhouette. Even so, there's little touches of panel lines, vents, and other details, but it's the borderline spooky colors that stand out. It's like a cool nighttime drive where the only color is the burning tint of the streetlights. The yellow and black complement it, but that orange really comes together to where I'd prefer more of it. The whole thing answers the unasked question, what if Crossfire Bumblebee was a Jazz toy? I like the idea of the head, but the execution is strange. I dig the engine, helmet design, sunglasses, and chin strap, but the mold half split down the middle seems misaligned. And with the thin shape, it doesn't flow with the body. It's like using animated Jazz's head on a Sharkticon. Did someone say, articulation? Ball joint ahead, shoulders out and in, forward and back, rotation below, elbow bend, waist rotation, hips out and in, forward and back, rotation below, knee bend, foot tilt and joint. Posability is pretty standard for a Warfare Cybertron and SS86 base figure, but the second time around with this counter Jazz has some loose hips and knees. Thankfully on mine, the knees don't untab as easily, so you win some, you lose some. Let's take a look at the accessories. Of course, we mentioned Sights, who looks good as an axe, but seems more appropriate as a gun. He also comes with the same blaster piece painted in blue from Jazz. So, unfortunately, like I said, it isn't designed to attach to sights as an extension like the Action Master toy. There's additional pegs on the side, and the front can use a blast effect. He's got 5mm portholes on the feet, hands, and back. And while the legs are hollow from the back, just think of how many spare Lego you can put in there. This is certainly a different reference character some might have come to expect, but since Jackpot was left out from a Generations figure, and Mainframe, another Action Master getting a figure, why not throw more into the ring? Not only that, this lucky son of another geeky Transformers reference comes complete with his original Targetmaster and a full-on alt mode. I'm still worried about the windshield, though not as worried, and the loose joints can be annoying, but I think he's fine enough. If you can think of any benefits with the streamlined face, let me know.
AllSpark TV, now that's just prime.